singer. I'm the host of the Black and Goat Show. Well, this year we'll have a host of guest stars as the Indians go on a mission to keep the Blue Mountains. But tomorrow night is when they start against Deshler at C.T. Manley Stadium. So now we'll see what our guest stars, Lee, has got to say. And first we'll go to our local sponsors to see what they got to say.
I always did like waking up in the morning and eating my Purino dog chow. But till I tried the new Purino dog chow, now I did that, I just don't like any other food. I eat Purino dog chow.
Now we have Lee Kraft, the informer's place kicker for the state 5A championship, the Collier County Indians.
How you doing, John?
How you doing, Lee? It's been a long time. All right, my first question to you, Lee, is this. Sometimes a lot of people are wondering about, well, there'll be a change in the offense, more passes or more running this year?
No, there'll be a lot more passes this year. He changed our offense since we're going to be small. We'll pass the ball we'll pass and run about the same.
All right. We wondered if this year that the coaches changes has been made, and he laid a lot of coaches off. We noticed that the laid supposedly mainly one off that went to Alabama, and mainly another one that is back, Jimmy Lockett. We wondered this year, there are a few changes made. How is the team handling that since we lost our best defensive coach from last year, and how's it working out since we got two new coaches at Collier County High School?
Oh, it's all working out all right. The coaches, they fit in pretty good. One of the coaches, he's been a coach for a pretty good while, and he knew what to do and everything. But the other one, he just helps us out a lot. He don't know that much about it, but he just helps us.
Okay. How is the off season? We want you to name the new coaches, the two new coaches. A lot of people may not know them and everything. We want to know who the two new coaches is and where did they coach before they came to Collier County High School.
Well, the first one that knows a lot about it is Coach Hudson. He hadn't coached in 2 or 3 years. He did coach at Collier Heights, and then he coached at Gunnersville before he coached there. And the other one's Coach Glasgow. He was a middle school coach. He never coached football.
Okay, that's all. We won't get that cleared up. How has the off-season went for the team since last year's state championship game was over and they supposedly, had a rest? What did the team do after that big win and stuff? Did they go to the weight room? Did they run a lot to keep in shape for this coming year? Or what did they do to get ready for this year?
We hit the weights pretty hard. Our condition, we were in pretty good shape when we first got out there. And we did a lot of running work, and we worked with the weights a lot.
Okay. Do you feel y'all are ready to face your first test tomorrow night against the Deshler Golden Tigers at Layton, Alabama?
Yeah, I'm sure we're ready for them.
Okay. My next question is going to be a little toughy for you to answer, but this has been quoted. How do you feel about your teammate, Dale Palmer, playing for the Deshler Golden Tigers now, seeing how it's been quoted, him saying, I can beat Lee out. I'm better than he is.
No, it don't bother me at all. I knew he couldn't play if he'd stayed out there, but it didn't bother me at all that he left.
All righty. Okay, Lee, considering you don't know nothing about the Deshler team this year compared to last year's team, I want to ask you this question like I do every year. Would you like to give your spread of tomorrow night's game, the first game at C.T. Manley Stadium, against the Collier County Indians, the defending state 5A champions, against the Deshler Golden Tigers?
We're probably 10 points.
Okay. Thank you, Lee Kraft. Now we have Don Bolin, the newest member of the tribe, straight from Big Canton, Hornet's Nest. How are you doing, Don?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, John?
I'm doing fine. My question this time to you, I know this is a new thing for you, that you have never heard of the Black and Gold show at the Collette County, house where the two newest quarterbacks that Collette County was, now we supposedly just got one more left. What was the reason for you to come to play for the Collette County Indians?
Well, I feel like they had a good program going and everything. You know, that's mainly they had a good winning tradition, and we just wasn't getting nowhere at it.
Okay. Okay. Where do you feel more comfortable? Back in the pocket or running the ball? In other words, when you was at Hatton, considering we're not knowing for sure if you're going, quarterback at Collette County too many times this year or not. What did you feel like at Hatton did you like to do? Did you like to run the ball more, considering I know a lot about Hatton and I knew a little bit about the winning traditions that they're supposed to have, Did you like to run the ball more, or did y'all pass more at Hatton when y'all was playing on a Friday night?
Well, we passed a whole lot more. We passed probably about 60-40 or something like that. Sometimes we passed more than that.
Okay. What is the injury list, supposedly? I mean, you don't suppose you really don't know that question right offhand, but what is the injury list going up against the Deshler Golden Tigers, and the first time you've ever played against the Deshler Golden Tigers this coming tomorrow night? What is the injury list supposedly going up against these supposedly big boys at the Deshler Tiger Dome coming to league?
We had a few injuries there at first, but I believe most of them's healed up now. I believe everybody's going to be ready to go.
Okay. My question is also about this injury list. I've been at the practice a whole bunch this coming year, watching at camp and out to the football field and stuff. And about a week or two ago, I heard that one of the players, when y'all was doing some little blocking out there at the practice field, supposedly might have pulled his shoulder out of place. We just wondered, is that so? Will he be back, or is he out for a few games?
He's going to be back, I believe.
Alrighty. That's mainly what I was wondering about. At this point, what difference do you see in the two teams you playing for? Now, like I say, Collette County, you've never played against them. You just, really started about a month or two ago. You played maybe about 2 years at Hatton. What's the feeling leaving Hatton team coming to play a Collette County team where they're mainly a running attack team, where they supposedly win state 5A championships a whole lot? What's the point difference, towards you against that?
Well, at Hatton, the players, we had a lot of 8th and 9th graders and stuff, and a lot of 9th graders had to play in the game and all that, but there was just a lot of people in Hatton, they didn't have a good attitude and everything, they didn't care if we won or not.
Okay.
Down here, about everybody, they want to win and everything.
Okay. Don, we know that you are very, very tall. How tall exactly are you?
About 6'2" 3/4.
6'2" 3/4. How much do you weigh? Around 185, 190?
187.
187. You're probably the tallest quarterback for the Collette County Indians in the last 15 years. It said you have a sizable attitude or appetite. So what do you eat on a regular outing at McDonald's? When you go to McDonald's, what do you usually, lay up and eat? What do you get to keep you being 185, 187 pounds?
I usually have maybe a medium Coke, 2 Big Macs, fries, apple pie, and maybe a sundae.
Okay. Talking about that also is wondering about when y'all not, got a game, football season's over, I'm going to ask you the questions, mainly what I asked Lee. He told me they went to the weight room a lot after the season was over. When you left Hatton and to come to Leeton at Collette County High School, what did you do mainly on your off time when you knew that you was coming to Collette County? And like I say, you knew that they had a winning tradition, and you knew that you wanted to come here, and you wanted to do your best and hopefully win some ball games for the Collette County Indians this year. What did you do mainly on your off time, say when school is out? what do you do to be mentally prepared, ready to go on the football field at any given night?
Well, like Lee said, we went up there when school was out, we lifted weights. I remember me and Lee would go home and kick and throw and all that stuff.
Okay. I'm going to ask you another question. I didn't ever ask Lee this. I'm going to put you in the spot here. When y'all went to the weight room, what average weight can you lift, supposedly, by yourself? How much can you lift by yourself with bench pressing and all that good stuff? How much can you lift?
I'm really for sure. I ain't never maxed here lately.
You hadn't never matched it. Okay, I'm going to ask you another question. It's not nothing about weights. Considering you, what grade you in at Cobb County High School? 11th grade. In other words, you got one more year. Supposedly, after next year, when you graduate, I'm guessing at Cobb County High School, have you thought lately about going to college, playing football at a college team, being a quarterback at college? I'm going to put you in a spot. What team, if you had a choice to pick, what team would you like to play ball for in college rankings?
I guess right now I play for Auburn, but...
Okay, I want to ask you that question. I just noticed a little tingle in the background, and I know that you and Lee is good friends, considering I'm an Alabama fan, but I'm not going to be prejudiced against that. When Lee done that, was that the reason you said that you'd rather play for Auburn, the quarterback, or is that really the team that you would really go for if you had a chance to go for it?
Right now, I believe Auburn would be the one I'm going to go to right now.
Okay. All right. That's good. All right. This is another toughie. You don't know nothing about the Deshler Golden Tigers. You've never seen them supposedly play ball, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Considering y'all have practiced all week for the Deshler Golden Tigers, what is the game plan going in tomorrow night's game against the Deshler Golden Tigers at CT Manley Stadium?
Well, Coach Mass and them, they said it's going to be a lot more, bigger than us, and they're going to be strong and everything. So we're just going to try to hustle every play and get after them and be real quick and everything.
Okay. I want to know, I hadn't really saw Deshler this year, but I knew last year they was a little, on the small size compared to supposedly in the past. How big is Deshler this year? I know that Cobb County is real small compared to last year's team. How big is Deshler's line this year compared to our line? I know our line averages, sometimes we got some around 200 pounds, but we not got that many. What is the average line that Deshler has? I don't know if you saw any film, considering they have not played a game, but I know that you saw the Jamboree game that Deshler played this year. What is the line averages this year at Deshler?
I believe it's around 230 or 240 or something like that.
In other words, they are hogs.
They're pretty big.
Okay. Well, I don't ask you a question also about this. It's real tough for you. What does Deshler run? Mainly on offense and defense. In other words, when they line up to the line of scrimmage, what are they going to run?
On offense, they got a different offense than we have. They got a little bit of motion in it and everything. They run options and stuff. On defense, I think they run a 4-3 and a 4-4.
Okay. In other words, come tomorrow night, mainly they're going to be running options, pitches outs, and stuff like that, them going down the middle and throwing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to ask you another question about the Deshler Tigers and supposedly the quarterback position at Deshler. Considering you don't really know the guy, but Lee, the former, supposedly I'm guessing he's going to quarterback tomorrow night against the Deshler Tigers. I'm not really for sure. I ain't heard nothing about it or nothing. The former, I'll say, maybe one of the ex-quarterbacks at Cobb County High School, Dale Palmer. I don't know who the other quarterback is that Deshler's got, but I know Dale is supposedly fighting for that position at quarterback. Does the Cobb County Indian coaches have any idea that who be starting quarterback for the Deshler Golden Tigers tomorrow night at CT Manley Stadium? Is it any way possible that Dale Palmer may be starting at Deshler's quarterback spot?
No, I don't believe Dale's going to be starting. I believe Bo Horton's going to beat him out pretty easy.
or what instead, okay? That's mainly what I wanted to know. All right, this is another question. If you, like I say, it's another tough one. You can answer if you want to. If you don't have to. Don, what did you think about the heel when it went up there a week? No phone calls, no girlfriends, supposedly no parents around it, unless the ones that come to fix the dinner and supper and all that stuff. How did you feel going on the hill for the first time, being a 10th grader or 11th grader, which whenever it is, I think it said 11th grader, being an 11th grader, hitting up against the senior squad, junior squad that has been up there for the last 2 or 3 years, knows how it feels, and usually and everything. How did it feel to you going up there away from home, up there with the coaches and the parents?
Well, at first I was kind of nervous and all, I heard all these people talking about it and stuff. And, once we got up there and everything, practice, they was real rough and it was hot out there. But, when we was back in the clubhouse, it was pretty fun because all our friends was there and everything was cut up. But after on the hill, though, it was hot.
Okay. Well, that's mainly the main questions I wanted to ask you, but thank you, Don. We're sure glad you have come play for the County Indians this year, and we hope to see you more times here on the Brack and Go Show. Okay, thank you for watching the Brack and Go Show. I'm John Manslett-Singer. Be with you next week as the Indians, as the defending their title, be there or be at squad. Know what I mean? We'll see you next week as the Indians travels to the Russell Golden Tiger. Doom, hey. Drive carefully and may God